UWL political science professor Joe Heim now joins us with his analysis of tonight's debate. Joe, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Sure.
So, given the comments over the last 48 hours from that tape in 2005 regarding women, how do you think Trump handled that story this evening?
Not too well. It's a difficult issue, obviously, and the fact that he had this press conference in the afternoon accusing Bill Clinton of rape, I thought was not particularly good. So it was extremely tense at the beginning of this debate. I thought he did okay in it, but frankly, it's a very difficult thing to explain. Calling it a locker room discussion just didn't really sell real well.
How do you think Hillary handled that exchange then towards the beginning with the personal attacks towards Bill Clinton? How do you think she handled that?
I think she did okay. I think she had prepared an answer for that, so she did okay. To be honest, I think she could have done better. I think, for example, when you talk about things that are 20 or 30 years ago, you could have a quicker answer like, well, that's water over the dam, and I didn't think she handled it perfectly, but as good as it could be.
A lot of people talked about the town hall format kind of going into this maybe being at a disadvantage for Trump, but it seemed to be that he kind of commanded the stage really well. Do you think the format helped one candidate specifically?
No, I think actually if I was asked, I think it was about a draw basically. I thought that the questions were far more substantive. They got into more substantive, more policy issues than they did in the first debate. I thought that was a real plus, and maybe that's why the town hall format really worked pretty well. I thought both of them handled the questions from the audience pretty well.
Did anything surprise you? I mean, there was a lot of moments in tonight's debate, but was there anything that either candidate said, policy-wise or comment-wise, that surprised you?
Well, I thought that I wasn't sure how Trump was going to be in terms of being aggressive. He was more aggressive tonight than he was in the first debate. I thought Hillary was less aggressive. I thought she was backing off, maybe because of all the bad news of the last week, that she figured that was enough, that she didn't have to do any more than that. So she was a little more conservative about her personal attacks on him. The one thing that caught my attention, however, that I really wondered about, Donald Trump said something about Mike Pence. And he didn't exactly throw him under the bus, but he clearly didn't agree with Mike Pence on a couple of things. And I was surprised by that, especially Syria, for example. He didn't agree basically all with what we should do in Syria, as opposed to what his vice presidential nominee says.
So going forward, a lot of it has been said about maybe the potential of this being the last debate. There is one more debate being scheduled. What do we expect to see for the final debate?
It's going to go back to the original format. I was a little disappointed in this debate tonight. First of all, I was extremely tense coming into it, but I thought, frankly, that I was expecting some new stuff. And frankly, I would bet you about 70 to 80% of stuff we've already heard before. I was amazed how much repeating there was with the old attacks, the same old criticism, same old comments, basically. That was disappointing. So I'm almost wondering whether maybe a third debate is really going to be worth it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Joe, for joining us tonight.
Thank you.